I done been around the world in my sleep relief. In these dreams I'll leap without making a peep. And now they try to find me, likely in the stars with the clouds behind me. Taking a breath without losing a step. On my pivot in Bolivia, embracing the depths of my mind and the waves of eventual phase by the lapse of time. They steady fading away, so I escaped to Brazil, sharpening the skills, writing rhymes on the hills. Mama see to wanna chill, okay. I was never content with staying local. It's a whole world out there, gotta broaden your focal. Cause life will drive you postal if you let it. Here's a postcard from Alaska. I got a sweater that my aunt made. It's kinda cool, I admit it. Bags packed with my heart on my sleeve, the dreams with it. Might be on that midnight train in Japan, talking about anime with a couple of fans. Next stop, the Netherlands and the Amsterdam canals. Text me a smile, I'll be back in a while. Pros and the cons, I factored in. I've been all over the world, now I'm back again. Can't forget about dreams, I done packed them in my backpack. Same question they ask again, like, where in the world is Sky?
Where you at, Blue?
Where in the world is Sky?
Where you at, Blue?
Where in the world is Sky?
Where you at, Blue?
Where in the world is Sky Blue? Ain't no telling like stop since you're whirling up next, but I know that the clock's ticking, so I gotta see it all. Posted up at the Great Wall, then I climbed the mountains in Nepal, admiring the beauty of its architecture without the fear of flying. God said I'll protect you. While swimming the Great Barrier Reef in Australia, then it's off for the Gantry Force. I'll mail ya when I get a chance, but I'm slow dancing with my queen in the Philippines while the moonlight gleams on her essence. Counting my blessings in Norway, forget about the trolls, I'ma stroll heaven's doorway. The northern lights guide me. Reminds me of the vision when I write, the color come in variety. Practicing sobriety, so Jamaica I pass. Still high off life, it's whistling off the grass. Pros and the cons, I factored in. I've been all over the world, now I'm back again. Can't forget about dreams, I done packed them in my backpack. Same question they ask again, like, where in the world is Sky?
Where you at, Blue?
Where in the world is Sky?
Where you at, Blue?
Where in the world is Sky?
Where you at, Blue?
Where in the world is Sky Blue? I get around like that again. I get around like. I get around like. I get around like that again. I get around like. I get around like. I get around like that again. I get around like. I get around like. I get around like. I get around like that again. I get around like. I get around like. I get around like. They ask, so I tell him, I said rebelling, misresting in Uganda, this African American, the world, you can trail him to the Nile River. With Scottie Royal, expanding our current thoughts to deliver a masterpiece. From here to Italy, coasting on Sicily, not heavy, depending on diddly, rhythm, being try to eat and rhyme, thinking of Carolina. Clouds on my memories, serving as reminders of cherished moments. Try my best not to forsake, yet a wise man told me in New Zealand, home is where you make it. Don't take it as a grain of salt. If you don't explore what life has to offer, that's your fault. Not his or hers, a dream deferred, it's what we allowed to be disturbed. You heard it from me, no excuses, pursue the allure, cause there's a whole world to explore. Pros and the cons, I factored in, I've been all over the world, now I'm back again. Can't forget about dreams, I done packed them in my backpack. Same question they ask again, like, where in the world is Sky?
Where you at, Blue?
Where in the world is Sky?
Where you at, Blue?
Where in the world is Sky?
Where you at, Blue?
Where in the world is Sky Blue?
Sugar Ray 14, 59, track 5, feeling like a great time to be alive. Sugar Ray 14, 59.